Hello, everybody! My name is Cece, and I want to welcome you to the New Age Geeks channel, where tonight we have Queer and Present Danger, a high fantasy homebrew D&D campaign made by me, with an all LGBTQ plus cast, and I'm very excited for tonight. Just a little friendly reminder to everybody in the chat that here at the New Age Geeks, we aim to make everybody feel welcome and included at our table.
Hi. The New Age Geeks includes more than just us. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in the community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you can. Just join our Discord, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels, where you'll find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah. Hi, Sarah!
Hi, Sarah!
And chat rooms with the cast and other members of our growing community. Remember, the best way to help us out with the algorithm is engagement. So watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that all those platforms know to share us with everyone else. Speaking of engagement, we would love it if you would please make sure to clip any of your favorite moments of the show. The funny moments, the sad moments, whatever you like. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. So if you're on any of those platforms, follow us there as well for more geeky goodness.
Just a reminder that Twitch Prime is free if you already have Amazon Prime. That awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel on Twitch. Once per month, you do need to go in and resubscribe to that channel, but it's at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on the channel of your choosing. If you're feeling charitable financially, please subscribe on Twitch. Perhaps gift subscriptions to others, cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, check out our merch shop, subscribe to our Patreon. There's so many ways you could help us out. And if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
And speaking of sponsors, as always, if you enjoy the music we have going on here on the New Age Geeks channel, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot, spelled S-O-N Craft bot. The SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their Pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But if you use our referral code NAG, that is N-A-G, it will get you $2 off of your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server, then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. And also, we are now partners with Dragon's Nest Delivery. Dragon's Nest Delivery is an amazing D&D shop with everything from dice to apparel and even a D&D subscription box. And also, don't forget about their Natural 20 card collection, in which we will be using here on QPD. Joe, the owner of New Age Geeks, did an unboxing over on our Instagram, so make sure to go check that out. And make sure when you go to checkout to use our referral code New Age Geeks, all one word, for 18% off your order. And yes, that even includes their subscription box. So make sure to head on over and tell them we sent you. And now for just general announcements. Tomorrow, we have Investigation Check with Pluto Cleric. Very excited. Next week, we have Forging Fates on Monday. And on Thursday, we have Investigation Check with AJ Winters from Castleton. So make sure to check out those streams as well. And then I believe, Hans, you have an announcement.
I do. So starting next Tuesday and the following Tuesday thereafter, we'll be having a special mini-series here on NAG. I will be your keeper of arcane lore for a Call of Cthulhu 7th edition scenario that we'll be running. The Forgotten Symphony, written by Catherine Hanlon Tierney, and I am very excited. So please come join myself and my wonderful investigators as we get into all things spooky just in time for Halloween.
I'm so jealous. I wish I could play in that so bad. And one last announcement before we hop into the stream. We now have an intro, guys. We have an intro cutscene. So, without further ado, let's get into tonight's episode of Queer and Present Danger. And we are back. How pretty is that intro, guys?
I'm obsessed.
Love it.
It's gorgeous. Made by Joe from New Age Geeks, which is amazing. So last session was a relatively chill session, ? But we started off the episode with Talia going off to find the inn that you all would be staying at, while Ashira, Bloom, and Toby decided to go out and do some shopping, specifically for clothes because of the frigid weather that they have now found themselves in. And after some shopping, headed to a toy store where that was shortly lived, as you all found out that there was a magic shop nearby. And
Listen, I know my priorities.
We did find candy though at the toy store. That was
You
Got
did.
a lot of candy.
but also, when wandering the streets, you found more than candy, aka feathers. But you guys went to the magic shop, got some magic items, and Bloom, you stole a bag of holding right from under the shopkeep's nose.
our second
now-
stolen bag of holding.
Ashira understands what Talia went through when they were left alone with the kids. She gets it now.
You get it now, huh?
Talia helped us steal it. Talia did all the stealing.
Definitely was the kids. Talia would never.
No, I'm too refined for that.
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. So we are actually going to start tonight by taking a look at what Talia is doing, as your friends have ran off to go stock up on supplies, and you are making your way through these cold city streets. As you are in sort of the middle-class ring of the city, looking around, you see people hustling and bustling, just trying to go about their day, but everybody seems to be in a rush.
I'm looking for a specific inn, correct?
Yes, you are looking for the Feathertop Inn.
Is
Well,
there
spell
any open shops, like, that I'm walking past that I may be able to stop in and ask for directions?
For shops, there is the Orange Dream Bakery. And, excuse me, I have to flip through my own notes. Dang it. And then, just because I cannot find the names that I wrote down, oh, and then there's also a tavern called the Foaming Bowl that you walk past. But a lot of this seems to be a mix of residential areas with sparse sort of shops.
I'll dip into the tavern, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in and you are immediately greeted by the smell of stew and very... It's like when you walk into a room, like at a Thanksgiving dinner, where it's like you can smell the turkey, you can smell almost everything, but it's all condensed into one. You notice that it's a slower time of day, where there's a bunch of empty tables. There's a few. You can see like a group of teenage kids, sort of age, at the foaming bowl, and they all seem to have like books open in front of them.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
thank
the
you so much for the
Thank you,
gifted
GC.
subs.
I guess
Whoa.
I'll.
Oh, that's GC. Oh, hi. Thank
That's
you.
one of our people.
Yeah. I don't recognize Gentleman Commander, but I recognize GC.
Iconic.
I'm gonna I guess walk up to the bar top and try and get the barkeep's attention.
Yeah. You walk up and you see a half-elven woman tending to the bar. She notices you. She walks over. Hi, what can I get for you?
Hi, I'm actually new to town and I'm a little lost.
Okay.
I'm looking for some directions to an inn. I'm supposed to meet up with my friends there.
Okay. Yeah, what's the name?
I forgot. No, out of character, I forgot. I'm not good with memory today. It was
Feather
the
Top Inn.
Feather Top, okay. The Feather Top Inn?
Yeah, here, give me 1 second. She reaches under the bar and pulls out a map of the city. She's like, okay, so if you go east about a mile or so, and then once you see Shelly's drinking hole, take a left, and it'll be 2 blocks down from there. We can't hear you.
Thank you very much. And I reach in my bag and tip her a silver.
Oh,
thank you for your
Thank you so
time.
much. Of course, happy to help.
All right, I'm gonna head out and head that direction.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you
It's all
walk over
coming
that
together.
direction. You hear a lot of people sort of murmuring to themselves, and then just a little ways down the street, you hear a man go, "Oh, well, shit!" And you see him, and he's like reaching at his hat, and then he just starts looking around on the ground.
Just going to take my stride somewhat closer to his area to see if I can kind of overhear what's going on.
You are sort of like skirting your way around this, but you can see he's looking on the ground. He's like checking his pockets again, back in the hat on both sides. And he's just like, where's my quill? Where's my fucking quill? He looks very distressed about just a quill.
Did you need a pen to write something?
Oh, no. It's a very special quill, and I can't seem to find it.
Oh,
I appreciate your help, though. That's very kind of you.
I'm sorry about that. I hope you find your quill.
Thank you. But you look and see this to be a half giant man. Very tall and like a very like muscular build, with different like tribal markings on him. And overall, he just seems very stressed that he lost this quill. But
Just take note of that and keep going with my quest.
okay. So you continue on and you find your way to the inn. You walk in and immediately it is a very, for being a mid-class sort of inn, it is very nice in here. You can see it's very like light and calming in here. You see some beautiful like flora and fauna hanging outside. And you see some like scattered around the inside, bringing a very lovely floral scent to the place. You see a few, what's the word? Patrons, sort of walking around. You see like an elven woman with long blonde hair. You can see a non-binary dragon folk just sort of sitting in one of the chairs out in like this lounge area. And you see an Aarakocra woman standing behind the front desk. She's got really lovely, like white and brown feathers, but it's like that light brown, like just very dusty sort of brown. As she sort of resembles like a dove in a sense.
I'll approach the front desk.
And she immediately greets you, just, why yes, hello, welcome to the Feathertop. How can I help you today?
Hi. I would like to check into a room for my friends and I.
Okay. How many of you, and then how many rooms would you like?
There are 4 of us. Depends on the size of the accommodations.
Well, we offer some with 2 beds. We offer some with 1 very large bed. And then we also just have one with like, meant for like a single patron with a little bit of a smaller bed.
We'll do 2 rooms. Double beds.
Okay. That will be 2 gold per night. Would you like to pay as you go, or do you have a set plan on how long you'll be here?
I'm not entirely sure how long we'll be here. So for now, I will pay for 2 nights, and we'll pay as we go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. That works out beautifully. So if you just pay now, and then I can go grab the keys for you.
All right, I will slide over the 4 gold.
All right. Takes that from you. She hands you 2 keys with the room numbers on them. Is there anything you wanted to do in the lounge or up in the rooms?
I think I'm just going to go up and situate myself in one of the rooms, kind of get myself cleaned up from the travel. If I remember,
Okay.
last time we were in the middle of a field, so
Yeah.
Now that I'm somewhere with proper accommodations, I'm gonna actually get myself cleaned up while I await the rest of the crew.
Absolutely. And then this is where we're going to pop over to the other 3 quarters of this group. As you all have just left the magic shop with your freshly acquired items. What
Wired is a good
is...
choice.
Man, I'm so happy I stole that feather from that guy's hat. This is really nice.
You stole a lot of feathers.
How
Yeah, but this one's really, really nice.
how
You
many
could turn
feathers
into
do
a
you
bird.
have?
Huh?
How many feathers do you have?
So
At
many.
least
Just pulls out a
4.
hand.
I was gonna say, if you want, you can roll a d10. See how many feathers you have.
Please roll a 10.
2.
I thought you had a lot more than that.
In addition to the one really fancy feather, you have 2 less fancy feathers.
I'll give 1 to Toby and 1 to Ashira.
Yeah.
Now we can all be fancy. I'll have to steal one for Talia on the way back.
Okay. Shira's just giving up.
All right. So now are you going to find your way to the inn, or do you have any other errands that you would like to run?
How long has it been since we went to the clothing store?
I'd say it's been about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Never mind. Because I need
Never
to go
mind.
back tomorrow to get my clothes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you wanna go find Talia and reassemble the team?
Yeah.
I think that would be the smartest idea.
Where are we supposed to meet her?
The feather top?
I'm ready.
Just gonna hold the
Oh.
feather on top of my head.
They only let you in if you have a feather on your head. That's one of the rules.
Well, then it's a good thing that Bloom took them.
Yeah. Oh no, we gotta make sure Talia's able to get in.
Knowing Talia, she probably found a sneaky way in if she had to.
True.
Yeah, she's so good at that.
Right.
Go with the feather
So-
top.
Assuming you ask for directions,
Mhm.
you are led to the inn. And now, my only question is, as you are walking through the streets, where are your feathers?
In my hand.
I probably put mine, like, kind of threaded it into one of the braids, in like the larger braid.
Okay.
I put mine into one of the like buns, like little space buns that I was given last session. So it is in my hair. Regrettably. Regrettably, it is in my
It's
hair.
fine.
It's fine.
What
Time
happens
has
happens.
passed.
I'm not metagaming, but Bloom is a little too proud of it to just put it away.
No, that is completely fair. I appreciate you staying true to your character. But you make your way to the inn without issue. As you guys walk in, you were also greeted with those floral scents. There's a couple more people in the lobby than there were when Talia walked in. You can see 2 like teenagers at a table. One of them seems to be reading a book and like chewing on a pen. Another one is just sort of like doodling in their book. You can see a couple people at the bar top just chatting, having casual conversation. And you see the same Aarakocra at the desk.
I'm gonna go up to the Aarakocra.
Mhm.
Okay.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
You're a very
Hi.
pretty bird. May I please have something to eat?
Well, if you go over to the restaurant side, I'm sure they'd be willing to help you. I mainly manage the inn side of this thing.
Oh, where's the out?
Come up behind Toby. actually looking for our friend that checked in earlier?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's important.
What did they look like?
Elf, really old and tall, with red hair and pointy ears. But they look like a dancer.
Mm, she
Not very old.
Isn't she like 570 billion?
No, Talia's actually younger than I am.
Yeah.
Just a young adult elf.
yeah, I can page her room and let her know you're here. She looks incredibly suspicious of you all. Just mostly Toby.
That's fair.
We've had a lot of candy, miss.
I can tell. And then you see she presses a button and Talia, just like a small bell rings in your room. As you hear the Aarakocra's voice from before. And just so you know, the three of you downstairs do not hear her say any of this. It seems you have guests here. We have a turtle child, a purple tiefling child, and their mom?
Brew can make purple and green.
Guardian.
Well, you don't
No,
hear
maybe
her
they
say
hear
that.
No.
Yep, those are my friends. They can come up.
Okay. So you guys have rooms 10 and 11 upstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But I will be pursuing the line of questioning about food at the other side of the counter.
Okay. So do you guys head up first?
Mhm.
Reunites?
Nope.
I think I just
This
start
is very
walking away,
important.
assuming that they're behind me and don't even realize Toby has not followed.
Toby, don't we want to go see Ashira and then we can all go get food together?
Shira's right here.
I met
But
Talia.
it's not for me. This is very important.
Oh. Is it for Malsinator?
Oh no, but that's a good idea. I should also get Messinator some food.
Who are you feeding?
They're probably really embarrassed about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna go inside his head. Toby, you can just tell me here, remember?
Yeah, I forgot we could do that. Well, if don't look, but
Okay.
there's a couple teenagers over there.
What?
I just told you not to look.
Sorry.
You tell me all the time, don't look, be cool. Don't look, be cool. And
Sorry,
look at
I
you.
realized how
Now you're looking
difficult
and
it
not
is
being cool.
Now that I'm in that position, you're right. It is really difficult not to look when you say not.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, I don't know if you noticed in the half a second you were looking when I told you not to look, but one of them is chewing on his pen.
Oh, so we're trying to feed him so he doesn't eat his pen anymore.
Right, so he has something real to eat instead of a pen, because pens aren't very tasty, but he's probably got too much studying to do and not enough fooding to do, so I'm gonna give him food.
I still have the caramels in my pocket. They're all stuck into one big giant mega caramel. But
No,
I
save
think
that for us. What? No.
you're right.
I'm just gonna get him like a snack or something.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I sit here and think Toby with an intelligence score of 19, not understanding he's chewing on his pen because of stress,
Listen,
not because.
Toby was raised by his family in a village of just his family with like 10 other siblings. He's not very worldly. He doesn't quite
Got
grasp
it, you're book
everything.
smart, not
Mm,
socially
Mhm.
smart.
yeah. Little neurospicy.
A little? Okay,
Narrow
so
spicy
you walk.
chicken nugget.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
walk
the
up
tuna of the sea.
to the bar top.
The tuna of the land. You're right. I messed up. I'm sorry. So the bar top. Just give me. Hello.
And at the bar top, you just see a human man, probably in his late 40s. Gee, thanks for shitting on my NPCs. You can see him sort of scrubbing down the bar, looks at you, it's like, hi, what can I get for you?
I would like some food, please.
Okay, what would you like? Are you looking for a bigger meal? Are you looking for just appetizers? Or
What do you got in the way of brain food?
we do have a vegetable and hummus tray. We have a
Okay.
fruit platter. We have a few different versions of a charcuterie board.
Let's go with the veggies. You got any fish to go with it?
Oh, of course we have fish.
Sold to the man behind the counter.
All right, that'll be 2 silver.
I will spend the silver, and I will add in an extra silver as a tip, and say, please bring it out to those two over there, and say it's compliments of the Dream Walkers.
You guys, an adventuring party?
Future legends.
Well, that is very awesome to hear, and I wish great wishes and adventures for you both.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh wait. You said you have a shark food?
But the charcuterie board?
Yeah, that. What's in that?
That is a mix of meats, cheeses, fruits, crackers, jams, cheese spreads,
Cheese would be
pickles, olives.
wonderful. Can I have some cheese for my mouse?
How much do you need?
Just a little bit, like that much.
Nods to himself, walks back to what you would assume to be the kitchen, comes back out with a single cheese cube. You know what? It's on the house.
Oh, it's in your hand.
You do not have to pay for it.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very generous of you. And I'll start breaking off pieces and feeding it to Mousinator.
He looks a little confused at first, but is just like, I've seen weirder. And a few minutes later, the vegetable tray is brought out to the 2 teenagers, and you hear one of them go, I'm sorry, you said the Dreamwalkers? And the barkeep is just like, yep. Compliments of the Dreamwalkers. And we are going to cut upstairs quickly with Ashira and Talia.
I go and I knock on. You said we had 11 and 12?
10 and 11.
10 and 11. I go and knock on 10 first because that's probably the closer one.
That is the one that Talia, you are in. You're just here.
Open it up. Oh, hi!
Hey,
You made it.
We did. Everything went really well.
Yeah? Mission accomplished? Found what we needed?
We found some of the things that we needed. We all have coats. I don't actually have a coat because I'm used to the colder, but I do have like sleeves and stuff on now. And actual shoes. I know, I'm wearing boots. It's kind of like when dogs walk with shoes a little bit. It just looks a little awkward. She's standing there, she hates it. But I am gonna reach into my satchel and pull out like a little like paper wrapped bundle. I wanted to make sure that you had a coat too. Over the bundle to you.
Oh, thank you. And I like come in, by the way. Just standing here in the hallway. And I'll go in and sit down and open it.
It's kind of a slightly darker shade of blue than what your clothes are, but in the same family that it would match really well. And it's one of the kind of like peacoat style fronts that has like the cape over the back, so like your arms can come out or be in the sleeves. And it has a little bit of gold like thread filigree, and there's a matching set of mittens in there.
This is really beautiful. Thank you. I love it. This is going to keep me very warm while we're here because it is really cold. I wasn't gonna say anything, but oh my god, is it cold outside?
I could tell all of you were really starting to get chilled. I kind of like the cold a bit better, but
I'm not used to the cold.
I don't think Bloom was either, or Toby for that matter.
Thank you very much.
Of course, yeah. We should, like, I think this is where she realizes that, like, I thought they were right behind me.
Yeah, where are they?
Back out.
Where are you guys? Assuming you two rushed downstairs. What do they see?
Toby's just sitting at the counter feeding Mousinator.
Yeah, Bloom's just with him, here for the ride, gnawing on a hunk of caramel.
Seems like they didn't actually get into much trouble.
You're actually being so well behaved.
That will jinx it.
Oh, you should have seen him earlier.
You want to set something on fire?
We can't hear each other. It's two separate conversations.
Just see them talking.
Yes, but not here.
Okay.
We gotta be sneaky about it like Talia.
Okay.
Emotional damage!
Just like whispering to Talia.
Feathers.
Oh yeah, they
From
gave me
where?
one. I'll show. Off of people.
Like off of their clothes?
Yeah.
What in that? Okay.
And they maybe also stole another bag like the last time you were watching them, and then they stole a bag of holding. They maybe stole a second one.
They stole a bag?
Yeah, I don't know what the obsession is with the two of them stealing bags.
No clue.
Gonna let her believe that it was us. Yeah, those darn kids.
Braving the children.
But I'll let Bloom is very excited about her new bag. I think I'll let her tell you all about it.
Okay. I'll have to ask her about it.
All right. As you are all reunited on the tavern side of the inn, anything specific you guys wanted to do or see?
I got you a feather, Talia.
A feather?
It's ethically sourced. I made sure to take it from someone who had 2 in their hat, so he didn't need both.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now you can be in here without getting in trouble.
Wait, what?
We're in the Feathertop Inn.
They only let you in if you have a feather in your hair.
I don't have hair, so I hold on to mine.
Oh, okay. And I gingerly put the feather in my hair.
I'm gonna take a piece of caramel and stick it to the top of Toby's head and then put the feather in the piece of caramel.
There you go. Now it's on your head.
It's all sticky.
Well,
You're all full of cheese anyway. Mouse and ear got crumbs all over you.
Oh,
They got a lot of candy. I wasn't watching when they grabbed it. I'll lean over and whisper to Talia.
well, hey, wait a minute. That was purchased. Thank
I
you
didn't
very much.
say that you stole it. I said you got it.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you guys eat? I don't
All
want
of
to
it
know.
except for what's left.
Oh no.
They can only measure in handfuls at this point.
Oh.
We started with 2 handfuls.
Bought a bunch of candy? You found a
Mhm.
candy shop?
Yeah, there was this stuff called taffy. It was really chewy and sticky and yum 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 forever. And then there was this really hard stuff that was kind of spicy, and it was angry when you bit into it. And it was just and then there were the little ones that look like rocks, but when you put them in your mouth, they go sprout, peep, tap, tip, tap, 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 tip, tip, tap, tip, 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 tap, tip, like
Those
music.
are spicy.
Yeah, and then there's this one on my head, and then there
Lollipops. They had lollipops too.
yeah the lollipops too. Yeah.
Haven't had candy in a long time. Used
You
to
want
have
some?
these really good rose like lollipop drops that I used to steal from the kitchen. They're really good.
I'm gonna put the rest of the glob of the melted caramel in your hand.
Just go, there you go. You can have the rest of the caramel globinator.
Oh, that's a good name for it, the Globinator.
Yeah.
It's like Mousinator, but globby.
Uh-huh.
You enjoy that, Talia.
You can have some too.
You can share it.
Sea elves don't eat candy.
I'm gonna just like pinch a little off the top and then hand the rest back to Bloom and be like, that's a lot of sugar. And I haven't had sugar in a long time. So I'm just gonna take a little bit so that you can enjoy the rest.
What happens if you don't have it for a long time and then you have it?
It makes your head hurt.
Are you gonna explode?
No, it just might be in pain for a long time.
Oh,
You better keep
okay.
eating candy all the time, Toby. I don't want my head to explode.
Yeah, we gotta build up a resistance to candy.
Mhm. Look, Talia, Wither and I have matching outfits.
Do you want to describe your outfits
Yeah.
specifically?
So, Bloom and Wither are both wearing their usual clothes. So, like a dark purple dress that she always had, and some little black shoes, kind of like Mary Jane style. And she still has like her light cloak on that's kind of like mostly made for like the summer weather. But like on top of it, she has like a really like thick, like wool coat that's also dark purple, and it has like white fur lining around the neck to keep her neck warm. And then little purple earmuffs and gloves, and Wither just has a cloak and earmuffs, and Bloom also has like a matching scarf.
He doesn't have theirs. Ashira now has a like darker pair of like actual pants on. And then she didn't get a coat, but she did get like a heavier wool sweater that is like one of the ones that wraps around. So she has like sleeves that actually has sleeves on. And then a pair of darker brown boots with like the tiniest bit of heel because she hasn't been wearing any shoes at all this entire time. So she now has boots on because it's winter and she should probably be wearing them and she hates it. And then matching mitts.
Toby's still wearing the same clothes he walked into town with, except for a dark blue cloak. And he's just wrapped up in it all bundly, snuggly.
Oh, and Bloom and Ashira got their hair done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mine's a whole bunch of little braids, then French braided into two big long braids, and then I think yours is
Little space buns.
Braided space buns, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for Huckleberry Finn to finish making my clothes. But we can go get them tomorrow.
Oh, you ordered special clothes?
Yeah, I'm gonna get these really cool robes. They're gonna be like layers and colors of like dark blue and dark red and like gold, and it's gonna be really awesome and really cool, and I'm gonna be super cool. I even got like a waist cape so that it doesn't affect the shell. It's just around my waist, but it's still a cape.
A butt cape.
Yeah. It's gonna
I like a
protect
butt
my
cape.
tail too.
And they got necklaces. And I got a bag. I got a bag just like yours, Talia.
You got a bag just like mine?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get that bag?
Got it from the magic,
Magic shop.
I stole it just like you stole yours.
Ew. You stole it, Talia.
Never said I didn't.
Oh, wow, look at how big your eyes got when she said that. Oh my goodness. That was cool. Do it again.
I thought the two of you took the last bag.
Oh, it was our idea. But we couldn't
we
have done
thought
it
about
without Talia.
Oh,
Hydrate!
good. Need to hydrate.
Thank you.
I guess good to know that Talia helped you out with that.
Yeah, she's so helpful.
But this time, I did it all by myself. Well, Toby helped because Toby was buying things. And I stole it while he was distracted.
Oh, and I have a hat. I have a hat, this wide brim hat with a really pointy tip. And it's got it's like this little glow to it. Just a little bit.
A mage's hat.
It's a hat of wizardry.
That sounds cool. And yes, Ashira, if ever a thing needs to be procured from somebody, I have a few different ways of retrieving it.
Fair enough.
Purloined. cured.
Just, I mean, if you're gonna do that and you let me know ahead of time, I can at least give a little bit of divine guidance if you'd like.
The gods will help us steal stuff? Did you know that, Bloom?
Not directly. Well, some of
I
them
guess
actually.
it depends on the god. Yeah, I think some of them would.
Well, what god do you pray to now
What do you mean?
for guidance?
Oh, I just prayed to Neros.
Okay, well maybe we could pray to one of the other ones for guidance when we're trying to steal stuff.
Does Neros like stealing?
No, I mean not. Does that? No, I don't think so. I think that there's a lot more important things that he keeps an eye on over just people taking things without
Yeah.
permission.
Well,
Mhm.
I didn't need a god to steal my bag, so maybe I'll be fine.
Fair
Toby's
enough.
just gonna nod and his way through this part of the conversation as he pulls out his bottle of boundless coffee and just
Jesus. No, not the candy and the coffee.
Yeah, so Talia, now I have a place to put all my friends.
Toby, can you do me a favor and roll me a Constitution saving throw?
I'd be delighted. Anything for you. Saving throw?
Saving throw.
6.
You're hitting Sugar Crash.
Oh, yeah.
Bloom, would you like to do the same?
You got it. Let me see. What's my con at? Ooh, that's a 23.
You're doing fine.
And so anyway, like I was saying, I got this really, really cool bag, and Talia, I'm gonna put all my friends in it.
You're gonna put your friend. Why are you putting us in the bag?
No,
Oh,
not you guys. No, I can't put anyone that needs to breathe in the bag because then they'll suffocate. But don't worry, they're all gonna be dead first, and then I'll put them in the bag.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, those friends.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. That way we don't have to bury the rats anymore.
Mm-mm.
No more temples on fire.
Wonder if I take a whole bunch of small rats, I can make one big giant rat.
Oh, like a big rat.
Uh-huh, like a rodent of unusual size. I think I've heard of those before.
That's an idea.
Toby,
Like a giant rat.
do you need more? Do you need more Blobinator?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay. Is there anything else that you four would like to do in the city today as you are reaching probably late afternoon right now?
The lanterns were on display at a museum.
Yeah.
They were in display at the temples of Elidios and Ogari.
They have a sort of display case thing at the temples.
Yeah.
Go see the lanterns.
So,
It's getting dark.
Yes.
do we want to go now or we want to go later?
Well, we have a bit of a walk back to the temple. Circle? Ring.
True.
The religious ward. So it's a section of the city. So it's close. It's right adjacent. So the capital is in the center. Then to the northwest or northeast is the religious ward.
Mhm.
Then to the northwest and west of the capital is the High Circle. And then the southern bit, sort of completing that circle around the capital, is the academic ward.
Mhm. Okay. We have a bit of a walk back to the religious ward. We wanted to see the lanterns at night.
At last I see the light,
Yes.
and it's like
Copyright.
Father's Day.
Disney's gonna
Copyright.
come around.
Don't need Disney shutting us down.
I would take
Please
this as a
no.
badge of honor.
Disney, please, this is all I have.
Yeah, we could go. By the time we get there, it'll be nighttime.
Mhm.
And we'll see the beacons lit.
Okay. On an adventure we go.
Adventure!
Adventure! We're gonna be legends.
Yeah.
All right. As you all begin to make your way back to religious ward, it is a long walk. It's easily like a 2.5, 3-hour walk.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
But as you're making your way, you make your way back through the high class ring. All of those hoity-toity, very elegantly dressed folks. But walking back into the religious ward, you are greeted with the sight of these massive temples, easily 3 or 4 times the size of the ones you saw in Holden. So they are absolutely massive. You notice two of the temples connected, one with the emblem of the sun and one with the emblem of the moon, and they seem to be connected, but with 2 separate entrances. Which you can piece together are Elidios and Ogari's temples, respectively.
Is it still like I'm not asking if the sun is still up, but is it like still kind of bright? Like, did the sun just recently go
The
down?
sun is beginning to set. Like, you have about an hour until like sundown.
Maybe we should go into Elidios first, just in case something requires the sun to be in.
Mhm.
It's really smart. I dig it.
One thing I learned: Elidios means sun.
So, you guys walk into the Temple of Elidios, and just like everything else in this city, it is absolutely beautiful on the inside. You notice giant stained glass windows, mostly golds and yellows and oranges and hues. And also as you walk in, you notice, excuse me. You notice that the 2 temples still have, there's no wall between them. There are open pews for the side of Elidios and for the side of Ogari. But looking at Elidios's temple, and as soon as you walk in the building, you get this sense of warmth and comfort. And it's still it seems like it's still daylight inside this temple. As you can see, like, the little bits of sun rays coming through a giant stained glass window of the sun as it is facing the east. You can see a few people on the side of Elidios. There's a couple in the pews. You see one. You see an older human woman, probably in her like early 70s, easily, with very long graying hair, sort of tending to the front of the altar space. And as you peer over to Ogari's side, you notice more rich jewel tones, with also depictions of stained glass windows of the moon, and the two biggest stained glass window pieces are going to be of Elidios and Ogari. While their bodies might be facing away from each other, they're still turned, their heads are turned and arms extended towards each other. You can see that amazing piece of art by Kelp Art. I commissioned that artwork from them, and I wanted that to be the depictions of them and in the stained glass window. So I will post that in our Discord server if you want to check it out. But with the depiction of Elidios, she's wearing a very long, like, golden and orange dress with a golden neck piece, and she has extremely long blonde hair that goes down past her knees easily. And with Ogari, you see her depicted with this purplish skin and very large curly white hair, wearing a more essentially ball gown-esque dress of shades of purple with different stars and constellations on it as well, and she is wearing a crown of stars on her head. Not the magic item or the spell, but just a celestial headpiece, essentially. And there are more people on Ogari's side at the moment than there are of the other. And you can see at the front, high up, hanging sort of near like these, hanging in the towers of the temples, I think words hard, are the lanterns that you guys heard about. With, where did the description go? So with Elidios's lantern is beautifully crafted with polished brass and inset with clear enchanted glass. And you see it is lighting up the entirety of this one side of the temple. And with Ogari's, it is crafted of silver metal with a dark, like a light shade of purple glass. And you see, instead of a flame, it's a piece of moonstone, giving a more dim light to the side of Ogari.
I don't think they're gonna let us take those.
I don't know that we were gonna try and take them. I think we were just gonna try and figure out what they did.
We're trying to ethically source things now. And I feel like stealing from a temple is probably not gonna be ethical.
No.
Bloom learned a new term.
I was trying to explain that we have to ethically source her new friends for her bag.
We're only putting people in the bag if Ashira already killed them.
That was never okay. That wasn't...
Well, you're usually the one that kills people.
You're not wrong. Okay, we can have that discussion somewhere that's not inside of a temple, maybe.
True.
We don't have a great track record with being in temples.
Look, Ogari kind of looks like me.
To be fair, we don't have a great track record of being outside of temples either.
You gotta be legends.
And I was going to say one thing I forgot to mention. Tending to the altar space on Ogari's side, you see an elven woman with about mid-length, light brown hair. Words are hard. Sort of with braids along the sides, and she looks to be about Talia's age, honestly.
500 billion?
Like, you can't tell how old she is, but she looks like she's in the same age range as Talia.
So somewhere between young adult and ancient mysterious eldritch entity.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just narrow range there.
Good job.
I'm so good at this.
I mean, do we just want to start talking with the priestess?
Hello.
Okay.
Hi. Is Ogari a tiefling? Look, she kind of looks like me.
That's fucking adorable. I love that. You notice the priestess turn to look at you. Well, welcome in. I don't believe I've seen your faces before, but it's a pleasure to have you here. As she sort of walks towards you. But she's got this very long gray hair. And she just, her walk is very elegant, but she walks down towards you guys.
Interesting.
Yes.
Suspicious, actually.
Walking towards us. Red flag.
No, because she hasn't seen my face before.
Okay.
Portals all look the same, I'm told. So if he's seen one of us, he's seen a dozen of us.
I think you all look different in your own unique ways.
Oh yeah, clothes. But like, I've got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, and I don't know a lot of them, but a bunch of them are older, and they left the beach a long time ago, before I was hatched. So like, most people have seen turtles, or at least one, but like, never. I don't trust it.
They're just being polite.
Very well. We're playing a game.
I take it you guys are traveling or travelers?
Yes, we've traveled actually quite a ways to get here.
Well, we greatly appreciate that. Forgive me, my name is Ellie.
Ellie?
Correct.
Oh, alright.
Oh,
I thought you were going to tell me it's just the letters LE. I was kind of hoping, honestly. But Ellie's nice too.
Well, if you're not from Wimborne, I'm assuming. What brings you here?
I am born from somewhere else.
We were actually hoping to learn more about the lanterns. What they do.
Oh. Yeah. Well, specifically Elidios's lantern. Excuse me. It was essentially made as a tiny piece of the light that Elidios shines down on us every day. It was used by travelers and adventurers long, long ago, but after the castigation and the excuse me. What the fuck? The desertion. I know my own lore, I swear, guys. After the castigation and the desertion, they were no longer used. And so the few of those that still had faith took it and brought it back. And it's basically sits here now as a symbol of guidance and the ever-present light that she provides. Said to have some magical capability, but it hasn't been used in centuries. No adventurer has held it in centuries.
Can we hold it?
I want to turn.
No.
What? Oh.
They are simply meant for display purposes now.
They don't
As
want
we
us to
don't
be
want them
guided
to-
anymore.
We do not want them to break. Because they are powerful items, we do not want them to break, and we do not want them in the wrong hands or stolen.
Are you?
I would never steal anything.
Are you faithful?
I am, yes.
Excuse me. My throat's making all sorts of noises. I apologize. You're faithful? You have faith in the power of these gods?
I do, yes.
And do you have faith that they would make something so easily broken?
We don't want to take any risks.
We met a book that can only be broken in the eternal fires of something or whatever. And like that's a book. Right? Imagine a lantern. Like that's already, more stronger than a book because lanterns can hold fire and books typically cannot. But like,
Well, with certain levels of magic, things can be made stronger. We do not know
Yeah.
the strength of these, so they are made of glass, child.
By the gods of the sun and the moon.
Can I like?
Have you
love
tried
what's
to break it?
going on?
No, and I would never.
I
Now,
could do it for
please.
you.
And you see the high priestess of Ogari begin to walk over as well. The elven woman. As she gently places her hand on Ellie's back. Honey, what's going on? I simply was not granted enough patience for today.
Ouch.
Toby.
Shira says that a lot.
The passive aggression, I love it. I'm here for this. I was not granted enough patience today. I love it.
Now, Arya, if you excuse me, I need to take a moment as Ellie begins to turn away.
Can I do like an investigation check or something? Or I don't even know what kind of check I would do just to like see if anything seems off about them, just because the last temple we went to it was a doppelganger, a changeling.
Insight check?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Can I do a
anybody who
separate
wants
one
to
for
roll
each of
insight.
them?
Yeah.
No, it can be one.
It wasn't good. Them.
Single 5.
Oh, I got a 9.
A sugar
25.
crash.
You said 25.
Mhm.
Talia? If you want to. Nope.
No, that was a 3.
Oh my god. We're doing so great,
So-
you guys.
Y'all three think everything's fine. Ashira, as you sort of just try to like vibe check them essentially.
Mhm. Like I was raised in a temple. I know how we shoot
Yeah.
right now.
If anything, you should have rolled this with advantage, but 25 is enough. But as you look at them, everything seems normal. Her reaction seems normal to the essentially proposition that Toby gave.
Yeah.
How would you react if somebody threatened or offered to try and break a
Mm-mm.
religious
Oh no.
I what is the word for it? Like it's
Divine relic.
artifact.
Artifact,
Like a
relic.
divine artifact
Key.
relic of your god.
You cannot break any
And
pearls in the temple.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
It's valid.
also with a 25, if nobody else caught on to it, you can tell that they are in a relationship.
No way.
How about that, yeah.
Noted. Let's go.
Just like you can tell
That's cute.
but it's kind of fitting that the Arya is the more level-headed one, the more calm one, as Ellie started to get a little I love my players so much. Apologies for the technical issues. It would not be a New Age Geek stream without it. Anyways, picking up where we left off in the temple of you good?
Uh-huh.
Okay. In the temple of Elidios and Ogari, Ellie, the high priest of Elidios, has just stepped away. And Arya is currently standing in front of you guys with a slight look of confusion as her partner walks away.
I am so sorry for you know, kids sometimes just say things.
I guess so.
Not know any kids.
We don't have any of our own.
Mm-hmm. Me either. That's too much responsibility
would
right now.
I would certainly hope not. I'm sorry. While Ellie deals with that, is there anything I can assist you all with?
Can you tell me about your lantern?
Of course.
Can I hold it?
No.
Oh.
So, with Ogari's lantern, has a piece of moonstone on the inside. It's said to have come from Ogari herself. But it symbolizes her connection to the moons and her guidance throughout the night. It was used by adventurers in the past. I'm assuming you asked Ellie about the other lantern.
That's why she got mad at me.
The question wasn't why. Looks at
but
Toby pointedly.
It was primarily used at night to help illuminate the way home and ensuring safety during dark hours.
That's cool.
So
It's very fish herder of you.
Huh?
Oh, what do you call them? Sheep? What do you have in large groups that you move around?
I guess if you're referring to sheep herders, that might be similar, but
Yeah. It's like you
it was
guide
used
them
to
on the way to where you're going. And on the way home.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, is there anything else you were curious about? Or anything else we could do for you at these temples?
Just out of curiosity, I suppose, do you know the last time they were used for their intended purpose?
Last time they were used was at some time during the desertion when and during the cleansing as well.
Do you
But
know?
no, you're good. Go ahead.
Do you know what they actually used them for during the cleansing?
Essentially guiding safe passage for those who held on to faith. As people were angry at the gods and then angry at the people who weren't angry at the gods, helped provide safe passage and were used as almost a beacon of hope.
What's your security like?
Between arcane implements and guards, that's... Why do you ask?
We just saved another temple. I want to make sure yours
Oh.
is safe.
And they said that it was kind of south from here, and we asked them if there were any other temples that were in trouble, and they said that they were gonna plan on going north soon. So we don't know where north. We just went north, and we kind of just started here, and we're gonna check on all of them.
Well, that's... Oh, go ahead.
Say specifically the ones with relics like those.
Well, we do appreciate your your concern, and should we essentially take this as a warning that somebody would actively come after them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I keep getting the name wrong. What
Mhm.
is the word about the one with the bell that we fixed?
Darius?
Darius.
No, not the name of the god. You said it wasn't
Oh, consecrated. We had to reconsecrate
It was
right.
an item. It was purposely desecrated.
Desecrated. Yeah. Um. There was a thing that we had to fight because it was bad. Um. And then that was in one temple, and then there was another temple where we had to fight a person because he was bad and he was trying to desecrate the temple, and he did desecrate the temple. And then there was a dragon that was pretty cool because it turned into a dog. And then we stopped somebody with some mirrors, and then we didn't stop somebody with other mirrors, and they're coming north, and now you're north of where we were, and now we need to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, don't accept
Otherwise,
any mirrors for gift.
Um, duly noted.
yeah. Um, do you know of anybody who might want? What was the shopkeeper's name? From the one where we had to flip the broom upside down.
Oh, Mr. Trinket?
Yeah. Do you know anybody named
Yeah.
Mr. Trinket?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right, that should be a red flag if you do. Um. But also, they might be shape changers.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. Well, is there a way you can just like hide the lanterns for a little bit? Just like hide them and maybe not have them so out.
I mean, I don't know if we should. I feel like that would be concerning to the people if you don't want to spread a mass panic in a sense.
Clarifying
But
question, please. For the DM,
okay.
can you describe how high up these lanterns are? You said they're hanging from the rafters, right? Or
So yeah, basically at the back of the temple, there's like essentially another tower, but you don't see any stairs to get to the top of it or like any ladders or anything.
okay.
They are easily like 80 feet in the air.
Okay, so these are not things that are like easily
No,
reached.
not easily
Like these.
reached.
Okay.
And as she sort of mentioned, they have arcane and physical implements of protection for them.
That's good. That's good. That's good. And Fira, what was the spell you used to find out that it was
You
desecrated?
would, I would assume, be able to use the same magic. It was just a simple detect evil and good. It sort of just felt out around me for anything that was not meant to be there.
Okay.
Do you know exactly what they are? In a grander sense?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. They are essentially pieces
Mm-hmm.
of the gods gifted to the people.
Mm-hmm.
We have very good reason to believe that there
They
are
could stop boats.
no. It's not. It's going with that. We have reason to believe there's people who want to try to take or corrupt or ruin things that were gifted to people from the gods directly.
Oh dear.
We have seen it, and we found an item, a book, and we made sure that the appropriate priestess had it to keep it safe.
Oh, is this also
Okay.
the place that has the other things too?
Oh,
I don't know if it's in the same
know what you're talking
spot. I think in the same city. I don't know if it's in the same temple.
I don't think you guys are aware of any other anchors in Wimborne. You know of one, or you know of two in Aramore, and a couple in Northen, and at least one or two in Shadowfen.
Hmm.
As well as the ones that are in the Dariosa Islands.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you are not aware of any others in Wimborne.
What kind of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll wait. You're good.
Oh. Alright. Well, I was gonna ask what kind of security you have.
Well, it's not necessarily something we share in public, just in case if what you're saying is true and somebody's going to try and destroy them or take them or corrupt them. It's not a great idea to share what security we have in place.
Do you have battle-ready combatants?
I mean, most of the clerics here are easily ready for combat, essentially.
The one with the bell was a cleric.
He had
Are
turned
you
from
prepared
his
for that?
blood.
But the question is, who was he a cleric of?
Oh, a god.
Well, no shit.
Was it? Wait.
Excuse
Because I
you.
get the two of them mixed up. Was it Canstos?
Mm,
wasn't it
I'm
Canstos?
pretty sure it was Kalamos,
Um,
the god of war.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. It was
So we had someone else that was.
no, Kalamos was the goddess of death and the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
because that symbol was a giant scythe with a veil over top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember that. It was the goddess of death.
Okay. He had begun to, well, I don't know at what point, but he was a follower of Kalamos. But the temple he was in was not one to them. And the
it's
darkness
the
that was
tree people.
there was kind of like almost like dark roots growing up through the temple, through the tower to this bell.
Oh dear. Sounds like he wasn't just corrupting the bell. It sounds like he was corrupting the whole temple.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we could check this one, Ashira. Do you think they'd let us?
Would you mind if we had a closer look around? This isn't
Please.
our first
I
or
mean,
second or third temple we've had to.
that's fine. It just won't happen without supervision.
Oh,
Right,
of
that's what
course.
she's saying. She's going to use her supervision.
We're gonna
Right.
hang out together.
I apologize. I also have Toby apologize to Ellie when she
Okay.
comes back.
We'll give her a piece of caramel globinator.
Mm,
Do you want a piece of caramel globinator?
I'm good. Thank you. I just had some caramel earlier.
Another caramel lover, Toby.
Obviously, only the best tasted people have taste for caramel. Except sea elves, apparently, because they don't have candy.
right.
They are an exception to the rule.
And they have saltwater taffy.
We ate all of those.
Oh, it's a shame.
Now you know next time. Do you have books?
We do, but we're sort of getting ready for the night, so we're just trying to wrap things up so we were able to go to our quarters.
Mm,
Do you,
it's bedtime.
do you mind if we took a quick walk
Oh,
around?
that's fine.
I would like to cast Detect Evil and Good, which lasts for 10 minutes while I'm concentrating. And
Cool.
for the duration, within 30 feet, I know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey fiend, or undead, as well as where that creature would be located. Similarly, I also know if a place or object within 30 feet has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
I will also be casting Detect Magic.
Okay. Starting with Ashira, there's nothing out of the ordinary here. You get the usual pings of this place has not been desecrated. And then you get those same fiendish pings from Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
And Toby, excuse me while I pull up. Other than your usual pings,
Mm-hmm.
what is the range on that? 30-foot
30 feet.
sphere?
Yeah, for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You can
Excuse
use
me
your
while I
action to
scroll
see
through my notes.
faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
The amulet that, other than the normal pings, the amulet that Arya is wearing is magic. And
Just Arya?
she's the only one nearby.
Okay.
And then you also, her ring is glowing too.
Interesting.
Yeah. Take the time to just like walk in and out of areas and just looking for anything that looks out of place.
Nothing seems out of place here. Everything is good. Nothing desecrated.
Mhm.
No aberrations, celestials, fey, fiends, elementals, undead.
And I'm also just like paying close attention to as I'm going around like places where if we needed to down the line would be like a good spot to like scry on that I'd get like the best view of the inside of the temple to see what was happening.
It would be the centermost point of the two temples, like where they meet.
So I take a moment to like familiarize myself with that spot just for future reference.
Okay. As you guys sort of take this time and basically do a good sweep of the temples, everything coming back clean and clear, right as day. You can see the sunlight in the stained glass window beginning to set. However, still looks like it's daylight in this temple. And then from the other side, you can see the moonstone lantern glow a little brighter as eventually the moon begins to rise.
Both of them?
The one for Elidios does not go out. It might dim slightly,
I don't know.
but
Moons.
yes, both.
Both moons
Okay.
are out.
What do you mean?
Well, there's 2 moons.
The
isn't there?
moons, the 2 moons are beginning to rise.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over
Kira.
to Leah because we're the only 2 that aren't casting spells. I'm just gonna say, "Hey, Talia."
What?
Ogari kind of looks like my mom. She has purple skin and big white hair just like her.
Really? That's what your mom looks like?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That has to be very comforting.
Mm-hmm. I miss my mom. Maybe we could come back here.
I think that could probably be a thing. We definitely probably could come back.
That's beautiful.
Crazy coincidence, but
Yeah, no, I had that planned
Yeah.
out before we even started the game.
you.
Not that she looks like your
Oh,
mom.
okay. I
Like, I had their
There was
appearances in
actually-
my head before we started the
Ah.
process. But
Bloom's mom's a god confirmed.
no.
surprise, she's fiend and celestial.
Wow.
Oh.
Be wild.
What else are you guys doing?
Someone would tell Ashira about the magic ring and necklace.
Okay. Which schools were they again?
I didn't get that. Do I know
One
what schools?
was the ring was enchantment, and the necklace was sort of like a divine sense of magic.
Interesting.
The same type that I get off of Ashira's necklaces?
Sure. I actually don't know what school the one would be.
Well, it's kind of like it was like a blessed item that was given to you.
That one, and then I have the other one. The pearl.
The ones that aren't it's the pearl necklace that has that blessing on it,
Okay, cool.
as well as like the symbol of Neros. The other ones, you're not getting anything. If they were wearing them, it was just amulets of just to represent who they were serving. It was not, they did not carry any purpose besides that, other than like maybe a praying tool. But
So is this one of those, or is this like additional magic stuff?
it's more of just like a blessed necklace.
Okay. It's getting dark. Well, not in here, but like outside. And it took us like 2 hours to get here. Do we want to go back and crash for the night?
Yeah, I guess we must have gotten here before any bad guys could.
It was quite a lot. It's probably pretty cold.
It is pretty chilly outside. Are you guys leaving the temples for now?
When we, yeah, as we're exiting, once we get like out onto the street, can I just see which temples are actually here?
I was actually going to have you guys roll perception for that.
Not that I am looking for one in particular.
Don't see shit. I got
Yeah.
a 6.
I got a 6 too. Twinsies.
Dirty 20.
17.
Okay. Well, everyone who rolled above a 12, you'll notice that there is a temple to every god except 3 of them within the religious ward. There is no temple for Painiro. There is no temple for Amorpha. And there is no temple to Kanstos within the city of
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. That tracks.
We're gonna have to check all of them.
Just walking to every single one.
Detective Evil and good. Detective Evil and good. Hey, how much time do we got left? Has it been 10 minutes? Can we
Yeah,
rush
so there
over
are
to-
10 temples. But you guys are heading back to the inn? Or you have other plans?
It just like theoretically is the temple. Do we walk past Temple to Neros on our way out of the religious ward?
I'll say that you will.
Yes. Do you guys think we could make one more stop on our way out?
Kind of want to check them all, but I know it's.
I don't mind. We're already out. It's not like we're gonna get back that much sooner.
I haven't actually been in one of my temples for a while. And I thought maybe we could stop quickly and just take a look and then maybe maybe try. I don't know. It sounds silly.
Let's do it.
Neros?
Yeah, Neros.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Maybe we'll see the trident.
Or the giant whirlpool.
Also, thanks for the raid. Another world tabletop. Welcome.
Oh
in.
shit!
Hi.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm so focused on the the game. I didn't even notice. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. But yeah, as you walk up, it's this gorgeous marble building, and you can see engravings that make it look like waves of marble. As you begin to walk in, you can hear the sound of water flowing. And as you actually make your entrance into the building, you see a large fountain surrounded by a large pool of water in the center of it. As
Like a
there's sort of
whirlpool?
not a whirlpool.
We have to go someplace else to find that.
You'll know the whirlpool when you see it. If you see it.
If we survive.
You'll know the whirlpool when it drags you down.
Uh-huh.
Underwater campaign season 2. Let's go.
Glub,
But-
glub, 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 glub.
So it's this giant fountain that's easily 20 feet tall. As the water cascades down into this pool, sort of creating just like a nice ambient sound. Ashira, it sounds like home in here. And you can sort of feel this like a sense of ease just sort of wash over you. As you look around and you see the iconography of Neros. Again, also similar stained glass windows with his symbol, as well as the symbols of like crashing waves in the stained glass. You can see there's only one person in here at the moment. You just see a Triton man sitting. Seems to be meditating at the moment on one of the pews.
Is he adorned in any vestments, or is he plain clothes?
As of right now, he's just in plain clothes. But you can see he wears an amulet of Neros.
Okay.
Just kind of as we're walking in, and just like this immediate just like relaxing of just this feels safe for Ashira. Did you guys know that Neros was actually born of Elidios and Ogari?
No.
And Neros also has a sibling, Apatia. They're sort of rivals. Of course, Neros being the god of raging waters and storm, and Apatia being the goddess of fire. So I guess kind of have a tie to the lanterns in a sense.
Hmm. So fire and water and sun and moons.
Mhm.
Maybe we could go bother that guy over there.
He looks to be either praying or meditating. Maybe we don't
Excuse
interrupt.
me, are you praying or meditating? Okay.
He just sort of peeks his eyes open. Simply meditating at the moment.
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't know there was complicated meditating.
I apologize for interrupting your piece.
Oh no, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. The timer was almost out anyways. I dedicate a certain amount of time every day, so
That's impressive. I wish I was that diligent.
well, it takes time, that's for certain. You need to build into a habit. I see you're a follower of Neros as well.
Since I took breath, yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome in.
I'm Ashira.
Trench. I have to say, it's starting to get a bit late. Can I ask why you're in, or?
I think, well, we wanted to just make sure that everything was fine in the temple. We've had some
Of course.
bad experiences in some other temples with things not being quite right.
Oh, well, that's definitely not a good thing, but despite Neros's reputation, it's actually pretty peaceful here. So, take all the time you need.
Thanks.
Are there any temples around here that don't look like they're doing so well?
Can't say necessarily. The funding for the religious ward is pretty generous, so nobody's really, I guess, struggling per se.
No plants dying, no foundation cracks, no buildings falling apart or anything like that.
Nothing that I have noticed or heard rumors about. But
Can I insight check to make sure he's telling the truth?
yeah, yes, you can.
I know it's probably frivolous, but 17.
You said 17?
Mhm.
No, he's being truthful. Nothing seems off about him. Well, I'm... Yeah, no, none of the other temples or this one seem to be struggling in that manner, but I will let you know if we do.
Thank you.
We're the Dreamwalkers.
That is a lovely name. Very creative. Well, looks like you got a little one about to crash over there.
I'm wide awake.
He had a lot of candy earlier.
The sugar
I'm not
crash.
sleepy at all.
No, it's what happens when your body takes in too much sugar and then it all comes out of your system all at the same time.
I
I
feel
haven't-
great.
It's kind of like a sleeping spell.
You're a sleeping spell.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Now he's getting grumpy because he hasn't slept.
I'm not grumpy. You're grumpy.
I feel
Well,
great.
feel free to stay as long as you wish, or else I'm sure you'll be back at some point.
I'm hoping to.
When danger arrives, we are not very far behind.
Okay.
To stop it.
I will take that into account, yes. Well.
We're going to be legends.
Maybe we should
That's great.
Maybe we should have him spread the word to all the other temples that there might be trouble coming, and then we can go check on the other places.
Yeah, do you guys have like your own group, party, council?
I mean, we have the council of the city. where there's different leaders for different sanctions or sections of the city's politics, essentially.
I meant for the temples.
I mean, if Zora calls a meeting, then all the high priests and priestesses will be there.
Who's that?
Zora?
Mm.
The councilman of the religious ward. Because there's
Does
the
Zora
city's
have a last
council.
name?
Grethid. Grethed. Grethid.
Zora Grethid. Well, maybe we should talk to Zora Grethid.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we can go to Zora Grethid's office first thing.
Well, if you need to, you can always go to the capital and see if they're available for a meeting of some sort. But granted, they're council men and women and
They're
are
very
busy people. But
Well, so are we. We'll have to squeeze some time into our schedule for Zora.
I bet you are. But you guys all have a... Sorry, sirens. Singing their song outside my window. Well, if there's anything I can help you with at all, just let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Well, I know you said there are 10 temples. Are they arranged in any specific order?
I have not decided.
Okay.
I didn't get to map out the religious ward necessarily.
Okay.
Got him.
Oh shit! I just had a thought. When
Oh no.
Good job.
Well, hey, thank you. I got the brain salt. Just for a second though, then I'll give it back to whoever else usually has it. When Toby did the detect magic, did the quill?
Oh
have
yeah, the
anything
quill
going
did.
on?
The quill.
Ah!
I forgot about the quill. The quill lit up. Yeah.
What kind of what school of magic was the quill?
Enchantment. It's a magic item. It was enchanted.
Did any of the other quills light up?
Nope, just the one.
I guess Toby. Do you tell Bloom that?
Bloom will hear in your head. Hey, by the way, did you know your fancy feather is actually super fancy?
Oh, you mean because it's really big and pretty? It's like
No,
blue
'cause
and
it's
green and
magic.
purple? Oh. What does it do?
It's got some kind of enchantment magic in it.
Ah.
If you want, I could take like 11 minutes and figure out what it does.
I also was gonna do something I needed some time to do.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to one of my little pouches. I'm gonna pull out and dump some sea glass with runes on it into my hand. And I'm going to sit and take time to pray to Neros, and I'm going to cast Augury. And that takes 11 minutes.
Good stuff.
Here you go, Toby.
Excuse me, I need to look at what that spell does.
I can.
I've
send it to you real
never
quick.
heard
Yeah,
of that spell.
I'll throw it in our thing real quick.
Okay.
Augury is a pretty great spell for clerics to get clarification and insight from their gods. I'm casting Identify on the quill.
Okay. So, Toby, as you begin to cast Identify on the quill, it's similar to the one that you purchased. However, this one, think of it like a USB drive, where as somebody writes stuff down with it, the information gets stored in the quill.
Nice.
It's like my quill, but different.
Yeah, because yours
Like,
is basically closed captionings. This one is like typing into a Word document.
Quill storage.
you got Quill 2.0.
The more advanced version.
How do I get the information back out of it? Do I ask it nicely to tell me what I wrote about something?
When it is attuned to a person, it's basically like if you attune to it, it's like logging into your own Google Drive. You can't necessarily access the specific documentation of another person.
Oh, I didn't mean trying to log into that guy's.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, how do I re-access something that I wrote down with it for later?
It's basically when you attune to it, you create your own code word for it.
Ooh, okay.
It's like a password journal.
Oh my god.
Does it
with
like
invisible
write
ink.
Does it like write it out on like a piece of paper or something, or do I just hear it talk to me in my head? Like,
It's basically like a visual.
gotcha.
So it's literally just an upgraded version of Toby's quill.
Sick. I'll attune to that later.
Okay. And then what specific course of action?
I think she says she takes a minute to pray to Neros to basically like, we're here, we're trying to do what you want us to do. Everything seems fine, but if we walk away from the religious board, is something bad going to happen? Basically, like, us leaving tonight right now after we've been here, like, starting to feel things out. If we leave right now, good, bad. And I'll, like, shake my sea glass, let it fall.
The only sea glass that is face up is woe.
For us leaving the religious ward.
Yes.
I sit there for a moment and just I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna look up at whatever pornography statues, whatever is in front of me, and just be like, okay, maybe we should stay here and wait for at least a while. I think if we leave, something bad's going to happen. And I'll just like hold up the piece of sea glass that has a rune on it and be like, I don't know what, but something bad if we leave.
But what are we supposed to do? Our inn is across town.
Do we have our bedroll still?
This is when Trench sort of speaks up. Well, if you guys need to stay,
Still here?
I'm sure we have. he went back to meditating. He's like,
Ha!
similar how you were in trance with the hollow spell, he was looking at how you cast augury versus how he does it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys need a place to stay, we have extra supplies here.
please? And I'm like looking at the rest of the group.
Toby's nodding off in one of the pews. Just,
We don't think Toby will make it home.
Yeah, I guess if we don't leave, we're gonna be carrying a turtle home. So we don't really have a choice.
Of course. Just give me a couple minutes as he walks off and begins to grab bedrolls and blankets and such for you
I'm
all.
very awake right now.
I believe you, little guy. And
Yep.
he lays out a bedroll next to you.
I'm just gonna get comfy. I'm not going to sleep though.
No, you're just gonna look at your eyelids from the inside.
Yeah.
So you all begin to go off into slumber.
I'll take first watch.
I was gonna ask if you guys are taking watches.
I'm 100% we're taking watch. Yes.
I'm
Okay.
still sugar hide.
Toby's crashing hard.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and give me perception checks.
Let's go.
Guidance.
On you or me?
On me.
Okay. Just
So 3 of you are taking first watch?
Just
I don't care if you do, just let Toby sleep.
Toby's asleep.
Does
Toby's
Talia
out.
need sleep? Does Talia sleep?
No, I just meditate.
Yeah, so.
Well, I rolled poorly, so
I rolled really good. 29. I rolled a 19. Wait, did I do my math right?
Dirty 20.
29.
12.
Your first watch goes by without issue as you all listen to the sounds of the water from the fountain flowing with a soft breeze coming through. It's a little cold in here, but Ashira, it's just how you like it.
I think I do, like, poke my head out and just, like, every so often take in the street, too.
Yeah, I mean, you see a couple people walking by. And with a fucking 29, you can see the 2 teenagers from earlier at the tavern walking past.
Interesting.
From what you can tell, they are headed towards the academic ward.
Hmm.
They're heading in that general direction. All right. How many watches are you guys taking?
I think Talia and I technically can split the night because we each only need 4 hours of meditation.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at least someone will be watching probably through the night at every point.
the sugar.
Who's
is
taking
gonna
the
really
second
crash.
watch?
100% I'm asleep by now.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and get my meditation in and let
Yeah, cool.
Ashira take this one.
Okay. Ashira, you can roll me another perception check.
Guidance. Not good. 19.
With a 19, the night starts to go by and it is very quiet.
Mhm.
Almost too quiet. And then at some point during your watch, you hear a loud explosion.
No.
Coming
Hello?
from the academic ward.
Oh my god, the children. The teenagers.
And that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
Oh no.
So, like to thank everybody for watching.
Uh,
Yay, cliffhangers, my favorite. So I would like to thank you all for watching. Just a reminder that tomorrow we have Investigation Check with Pluto Cleric. On Monday,
Yay.
we have Forging Fates. On
Yay.
Tuesday, we're starting the mini-series for Call of Cthulhu, Forgotten Symphony. And then next Thursday, we have Investigation Check with AJ Winters from Castleton.
Yes.
So, again, thank you all for coming out. We'll be back here with more QPD in 2 weeks. Same place, same time. So we will see you geeks later. We love you. And make sure to stick around for the raid, everybody. We're going to find a channel to raid out to.